What is going on, pie holders? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you on. Today, guys, wanted to jump in and talk about the unfortunate news that is causing the markets to pull back, and some are calling it potentially something that is just maybe causing investors to get a little spooked, and maybe we see a relief rally going into tomorrow, depending on how things retaliate. But remember, never financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash the like button and also consider subscribing. So Pi coin holders, the majority of you watching, Pi, it fell below right around 50 cents. It actually hit 49 cents earlier today. Bitcoin pulling back, everything is red at the moment. And it's based off this right here. 3 hours ago, Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, tweets out saying, "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including the 3 mentioned there. All planes are now outside of Iranian airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All the planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to the great American warriors. There is no," he says, "there is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter." So, of course, this was kind of starting to become expected last week as tensions began to rise in the Middle East. But when it comes to markets, right, because I always try to come and share with you guys market sentiment. I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm not here to discuss anything because everyone has their own opinions, right? And based off people's opinions, it sometimes will make people be pro or against those individuals. But I'm here to talk about it from a subject or objective matter when it comes to the markets. And of course, this here, if it escalates into becoming more of an issue with allies of the region, like Russia and China, then teaming up with Iran and then becoming a new threat to the US, and this escalates into a full-blown war, yes, the markets will pull back and it could be a black swan event like we saw earlier today. But if a peace deal is made, and I am still very hopeful because we've seen this kind of thing happen time and time again over the last decade, honestly. Things escalate in the Middle East, people start screaming for World War III, and then we see things calm down as peace deals are made, arrangements are made, and things look better. So with that being said, right now, I think it's nothing but another dollar cost average opportunity. If that changes, and when it does, I will make sure to vocalize it. But remember, in addition to Donald Trump and everything happening in the Middle East, I always like to follow Cryptocurrency's technical analysis. And as he stated, will Bitcoin revisit the possible region before a new all-time high? And this is always on the table. Make sure you guys recall that. So there's the likely, which is already hit for support zones, possible, which is between 90 to 95,000, and a very unlikely scenario of a true black swan where Bitcoin goes to 75 to 84 to 85K. I believe right now we could potentially test below 100K into that possible region if things escalate. If they do not, we see a relief rally going into Sunday and then market open on Monday as institutional inflows begin. We tend to break out and hopefully hear things of peace dealings and no more further escalations. The world becomes a peaceful place. Bitcoin rallies, altcoins follow. And of course, our precious Pi coin also starts to pick back up its steam, returning to its all-time high after being pretty hit over the last week. Just 18% on the week, 38% on the month. And of course, since launch at $3 all-time high, we're down about 80% from ATH. So again, guys, just wanted to make sure to report the news on why the markets are pulling back, but it's the weekend, volume is low, and let's just hope that tomorrow looks positive in terms of peace potential, because when there's peace in the world, there's peace in the markets as well. I appreciate your support as always. That's all I had. And until next time, as always, everyone, keep investing. Peace.